Okay, today is July 20th, 2022, Wednesday, and I haven't made a video in about, I don't know, 9 weeks, I guess it is. And that's because just I'm generally fed up with everything going on. The channel itself has presented a lot of great information, but there's just nobody's watching it. You know, there's only a few hundred views. I'm sure that most of that is shadow banning. I think YouTube is, you know, uh, they're not reporting the actual views. We could be getting a lot more views, maybe a few thousand, maybe, who knows. We should be getting millions of views though, with all the information that we've shared over the years. In fact, the 1100 videos or so that the channel has made in the last 6 years, the total number of views I think is only about 1.2 million views, or maybe 1.3 million. It's not much. It's just really not that much. So I think that we're getting a lot more views, but I couldn't say for sure. But anyway, between that and computer problems and a lot of other things, I just wanted to take a time off. But the reason I made a video today is because we had an excellent opportunity for rain in Arizona and California today, and we're seeing the leftovers right down here of a supercell that was targeted by a satellite laser transmitter or microwave transmitter. We can see that this supercell was completely destroyed, superheated, and it was evaporated. You see that right there, that rapidly expanding ring of water vapor. There it is. So California has not gotten any rain since June. We did have a little bit of rain. I think it was 8/100ths of an inch of rain back in the middle of June, which was interesting. It happened overnight. That was kind of a surprise rain, and that was it. So if we look at the next map here, the water vapor map up close, we can see that that expanding ring. This should have brought probably 2 to 3 inches of rain to both the not only New Mexico but California and Arizona. Lake Mead right here is at an all-time low. Same with Lake Powell, historic lows, and we had an opportunity right here for rain, and this was stopped by the criminals controlling our weather. This should be on all the news programs on the mainstream media and on the newspapers across the country. This information should be on all those news outlets, but it's being suppressed. Instead, we're being told that carbon dioxide is causing climate change. That's BS. Total BS. And there's the evidence right there. Let's watch this again in the long wave IR map. You see that rapid evaporation pattern. Let's go look at the East Pacific. We can see the sequence better over here. This is a 200 frame loop. And watch this thing form up right here. Right here. There they go. They hit it. You see that ring develop, that rapidly expanding ring. Right there. Boom. You see all the evaporation. And so by about 10:30 this morning, we had a complete whiteout over Southern California as this moisture was moving right over us. And this is an area of high pressure. We can see the entire Southwest. There's sort of a pinwheel of moisture going around and around, and that's drawing up monsoonal moisture from Mexico and right into California. So tomorrow we should see probably the same pattern. For tomorrow, we can see that as this drifts to the north, we have another area of rising air which will move around, and overnight, by tomorrow morning, we'll probably see a rerun of what we saw today. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now on the Doppler map, we see that there is some rain falling in Arizona and more in New Mexico. We've got some rain in Nevada, but nothing in California. And Lake Mead right here is at historic lows, all-time lows. water level at Hoover Dam is dropping every day. There's people covering it too. Videos. Right here we got Lake Mead, or rather Lake Powell. Historic lows, no rainfall. And the people in Texas, there's a drought going on in Texas, and so there was a video this morning I caught, and there was a mile long, about not more like 2 mile long line of trucks, pickup trucks with trailers full of cattle for sale because Texas ranchers cannot grow hay. There's just no water to grow hay and to raise cattle, so they're getting rid of their cattle. People from the north are driving down to Texas and buying these cattle for cheap, and because the ranchers can't afford to pay. You know, the bales of hay are costing $85, and they're expected to go to $100 a bale. So that's the kind of stuff that's going on right now. Over here in California, we've got a communist government that has installed itself in California via the electronic voting machines, and you know, if we had sensible government in California, we'd have saltwater conversion plants built all up and down this state. But no, there's not a single saltwater conversion plant that's been proposed for this entire state. Catalina Island gets all of its water from a saltwater conversion plant. Catalina Island, right off of Los Angeles, beautiful island. So they're using, you know, they've used their heads. They're making their own water, and so could California. But that's not what the people that are running California are Marxists, and they don't want to make things better. They don't want to solve problems. They're making things worse. And that's happening all across in these blue states. Okay, so there it is. This is a short report. Like I said, I've just kind of got burned out doing these videos because we're getting so few. There's hardly anybody making comments. There's just maybe 2 dozen. I appreciate that, but certainly we've got to see a little more interest than what we're seeing to make this worthwhile. And I think that you know, between the AI suppressing these types of videos and the rest of it, it's become almost futile. And during the 4 years that Trump was in office, nothing was done about the spraying, the aerosol spraying operations. It's just unbelievable. We've got criminal people controlling our weather, and nothing's been done about it, and I don't expect anything to be done about it, so there's no point in continuing to make videos. It's just basically beating a dead horse. Although I will continue to make videos, but it's just that you know, nobody's really paying much attention to this information, certainly not the mainstream media. People aren't going to learn and find out that what's really happening if nobody reports it. So we're being told that carbon dioxide is causing climate change. That's just horse shit. Okay, so here's the National Hurricane Center map. Tropical storm Estelle right here, moving west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. This will fizzle out. Last week we had Hurricane Darby. Estelle, by the way, was a hurricane. This is now a tropical storm. Last week we had Hurricane Darby. That was a strong Category 4 storm which moved just south of the Hawaiian Islands as it began to be targeted by the weather controllers. So we've got, and then we have a disturbance that just popped up here in the last hour, 10% chance of hurricane formation in 2 days. All right. And I think I showed the MODIS Today map. They're not, every time we want to show a really good example of what happened today, the MODIS Today people, they block out all these maps on the West Coast, so we can't show you anything today. So we'll just skip over that. All right, so once again, a great opportunity for rain was stopped by the people controlling our weather. All right, we'll just leave it right here, and we'll try to get another update maybe tomorrow. Okay, that's it.